we present local actor, singer, realtor, writer, and celebrity host, Sarah Rudinoff.
Hello, good evening, everyone. I am Sarah Rudinoff, as I live and breathe, and I want to welcome you to Mirror Stage's Holiday Hollywood Squares. So excited you could all be here, take a little holiday time out with us this evening. And I want to start by acknowledging that we live and work and play on unceded territory. We want to honor with gratitude the First Peoples of Seattle, the Duwamish and Coast Salish tribes, as well as their centuries of stewardship and care for the land itself. This acknowledgement does not take the place of authentic relationships with Indigenous communities who are very much still here, but serves as a first step in honoring the traditional lands we occupy and as an act of resistance against the erasure of their histories. We would also like to thank For Culture, Arts Fund, Arts Washington, the City of Seattle Office of Arts and Culture, the EPS Fund, Humanities Washington, the National Endowments for the Arts, the National Endowment for the Humanities, and the Posner Wallace Foundation for their support in making this program possible. Let's give it up for all of our sponsors and for you for being here with us tonight. Now, Hollywood Squares, I did a little research, ran from 1966 to 2004. And we are basing this on the Hollywood Squares television program. We have 2 contestants, and they will select from 9 of the squares arranged in a tic-tac board, a tic-tac-toe board. I guess a tic-tac board sounds more delicious right now, but a tic-tac-toe board. And in their place, they will either place an X or an O on the board. And the selected square will answer a Seattle-related question. And we have topics including arts and culture, history, trivia, general knowledge, and social justice. And the player agrees or disagrees with the square to win the square. Now, the player has to get it right, whether the square gets it right or wrong. And we might have some players playing to maybe lead the players astray. We might have some squares that are playing a vicious game. And whichever player gets 3 in a row wins that game. We're going to do 3 games tonight. Now, a little subtlety for those who have never watched the show. If a player answers the question wrong, the other player gets the square unless it is for the win. In that case, the player going for the win cannot get their final square by default. They must answer the questions correctly. Now, with each game, $100 will be donated to the winning player's chosen charity, and an extra $50 will be awarded for each secret square successfully answered. Closed caption subtitles are available if you're watching, everyone's watching on YouTube. Just click the CC button on the lower right-hand corner, and those closed caption subtitles will be there for you. And if you'd like to help support this program, you can make a donation on the Mirror Stage website at mirrorstage.org, or we've got some tech tonight. Just text Play It Smart. Play It Smart to 206-888-6477. That's 206-888-MIRROR, MIRR. And you can make a donation just from your mobile phone. And I will announce that again later on if that comes. We want you to get there by the phone here. We're trying to raise some money, not just for our fabulous squares and their charities, but also for Mirror Stage itself. So speaking of squares, let's meet our squares. In the top left corner for game 1, we have the executive director of Inspire Washington, Manny Kawaling. Manny, welcome to the game. Manny and I both have Christmas trees in our offices. I like your style.
Thank you. Thank you. Happy
Now,
holidays,
Manny,
everyone.
Yay. Now, Manny, tell us who you're playing for tonight.
I am playing for Pista Sinayan. And if you don't know what that is, PISTA is the largest gathering for the Filipino American community. It's our Filipino American festival that happens as part of Seafair. But for the last 2 years, they've been virtual. But hopefully in 2022, they'll be returning to Seward Park.
Excellent. In Seward Park. And is that a summer festival, Manny?
Yes, it is. It is usually the last week of Seafair.
Fabulous. Well, welcome to the game. And we now have in the top center square actor, director, bilingual theater maker, Ana Maria Campoy, the driving force behind the mutual aid program Wash Masks. And Ana Maria, please tell us about Wash Masks. Welcome to the game.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. Wash Mask is an all-volunteer mutual aid. If you are not familiar with that phrase, some of you might have heard it because it's really popular ever since the pandemic. Mutual aid is the concept that communities work within communities to respond to needs throughout their community, knowing that our systems and our governments are failing us. So it's a way of empowering each other and also kind of telling our systems that you're not doing enough. And if we are capable of creating spaces for each other and helping each other, so are you in creating systems for each other and challenging those systems. So I work primarily in arts education, and I work a lot in rural school districts as an arts educator, and so that's where it came from. And Wash Mass works to serve farm workers and other BIPOC rural communities across Washington state. These are the communities that feed us and the rest of the world, so they also have a right to be living with dignity and protection and joy.
Thank you, Ana Maria. Excellent. Thank you for joining us. And thank you for bringing a focus to Wash Masks and a lot of communities that don't often get the focus. We appreciate you being here. And I know it's going to be competitive too. All right, top right corner for game one. You've seen her on Seattle stages, including Mirror Stage, and Taproot and Book It, The Village and Seattle Opera, the lovely and talented Marlette Buchanan. Marlette, and we've all decided Marlette has the most fabulous decorated apartment in the world. And Marlette, please tell us who you are playing for tonight.
Hello, everyone. I am happy to be playing for the Tacoma Delta Foundation, which works to help sow the seeds of success. It's a foundation focused on youth mentorship and leadership. They've provided over 80,000 in scholarships to help students go to school. And so I'm really excited about the work they are doing. And they also provide a much needed supplies to help with various situations of some of our youth in the Puget Sound area. So happy to be supporting them. And thank you for having me.
Thank you, Marlette. Thank you for being here, holding down the top right corner for game one. And in the center left square, you might know him from Jet City Improv or his appearances with Theater Simple or Book It. We have Teague M. Parker. Hey, Teague.
Hey, hello.
Welcome. And Teague, who are you going to play for? Will you tell us a little bit? It says you're playing for Games for Love, Teague.
Yeah, I'm playing for Games for Love today. They are a nonprofit organization that brings games to youth in hospitals. They try to build community between youth and just make a space where it feels like people can be kids in a space where that's not always possible. They also go out and they teach people how to code so they can bring more diverse people to an art meet that isn't exactly getting that. Thank you for having me.
Excellent. Thank you for being here, Teague. And in the center square held down by many a notorious celebrity of yesteryear and now year, our center square for game one, John Luchins, who has been seen around town at ACT, Village, Strawberry Theater Workshop, Taproot, Book It, Seattle Shakes, among many, many others. John will actually be playing Pastor Johnny in Mirror Stage's upcoming production of Chagrin Falls by Mia McCullough, and is playing for Lambert House. I love Lambert House. I've done benefits for them. What do you want folks to know about Lambert House tonight, John?
Sure. Thanks, Sarah. The Lambert House is one of the oldest nonprofits specifically dedicated to supporting LGBTQ plus youth and finding community and connection that, especially in these days, is so very important to prevent self-harm and help healthy young people become healthy adults.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, John. Thanks for joining us. And do you feel ready for holding down center square?
I mean, I didn't realize I was center square until about 30 seconds ago. So, you know, the anticipation wasn't there, but the responsibility is heavy.
Good, good. Heavy weighs the crown. And I'm glad you didn't have to sweat it. It was a surprise. Right? There we go. That's one way to do it. Now we have in the bottom left corner, Marco Voli, thank you, who recently earned his MFA from the London Academy of Music and Dramatic Art, otherwise known as Lambda, and has been seen on Seattle stages, including Seattle Shakes, Seattle Public, Strawberry Theater Workshop, Book It, and Ese, am I saying that right? Ese Teatro?
Sí, Ese Teatro.
Teatro. Who are you playing for today, Marco?
Hey, y'all. Happy holidays. I'm here playing today to support Northwest Immigrant Rights Project. They're an incredible organization. Yes, Ana Maria, you know what's up. They help out many different immigrant communities from many different cultures with legal services, direct legal services, systematic advocacy, and they do community outreach and education programs. They're an incredible nonprofit. And let's face it, they're helping so many Americans and American families that may be vulnerable to those who don't recognize them as such, even though they absolutely are. So let's hear it.
They're also helping immigrant families who have been separated in the state of Washington and are being held in facilities in Tacoma and in SeaTac, and working on reunifications of those families. So absolutely. Do everything Marco's saying and more.
Awesome. Thank you, Marco. Thank you so much for being here. And in the bottom center square, the always delightful, from the town of Ballard in the city of Seattle, Washington, the always delightful Christine Deaver, who you may recognize from her many appearances with Teatro Cinzani, her extensive film, theater, and television work. And she is joining us not from Ballard, but from Los Angeles, I believe. And yay, welcome, Christine. And you're playing for Pets Lifeline, Christine. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, everyone's charity sounds so profound. I thought I was just playing for cash because I wanted to pay my internet bill this month, but oh well.
Times are hard.
So if I don't get the cash, then I'd like to play for Pets Lifeline, which is a no-kill animal shelter in Sonoma, California. I adopted my own cat from there. And I know throughout the pandemic, pets have been of great comfort to people that were home or, you know, we're all dealing with this stuff. And just a note, now that things are starting to get a little better, now they're going backwards, but you know what I mean. Don't return those pets. They're pets for their lifetime. So hang on to those pets. They're of great comfort and you're doing a wonderful thing. So yay for the pets. Yay.
Yay, yay for the pets. Thank you, Christine. And in the bottom right corner, our fearless leader at Mirror Stage, the managing artistic director, Suzanne M. Cohen. Where are you, Suzanne? Let's see this. I want to see her. There you are.
Here I am.
There you are. And Suzanne, you are playing for Orchestra Northwest. And what do they do? Tell us a little bit about them.
Well, they are actually the culmination of three programs. They started out as Youth Strings Outreach. And so originally launched as a platform to provide youth with free instruction on classical string instruments, and then expanded to provide opportunities for youth in Mexico. And then, so now today, the World Youth Orchestra is led by artistic director Paula Madrigal, provides free musical education and instruments to string, brass, and wind students ages 6 to 19. So then after the Youth Strings Outreach expanded, then they started the Ballard Civic Orchestra to provide adult, professional, and amateur musicians an opportunity to perform classical music with an emphasis on Latinx artists for the Seattle community. The Ballard Civic Orchestra performs events connected to Latino culture, including Dia de los Muertos, and a La Posadas concert, and a celebration of El Grito. And then in 2017, an opportunity arose for them to start a conducting program. So they have the Cascade conducting program as well. But so their vision is for music programs, performances, and events featuring Latinx artists, composers, and culture, serving as a bridge to excellence in every dimension of life. So I am excited to play for them.
Fabulous. And I'm going to have to back it up because these are cute, but it's hard to see in them. And I miss somebody, and she will not be missed. Well, she will be missed if I miss her, but we will not be missing her. I want to introduce our center right square before we hear a little bit more about Mirror Stage. We have Anna Lee Hamilton. Anna Lee, thank you. I'm so sorry. We just had to serve the best for last.
Oh, wow.
And
that's so nice.
Anna Lee has been seen at Seattle Children's Theater, as well as Cafe Nordo, ACT, Strawberry Theater Workshop. And Anna Lee, you are playing for Native Arts and Culture Foundation. Tell us a little bit about it.
I am, and I'm going to read from their website because they say it better than me. Here we go. The Native Arts and Cultures Foundation is a Native-led 501c3 philanthropic organization, and they advance equity and cultural knowledge by focusing on the power of arts and collaboration to strengthen Native communities and promote positive social change with American Indian, Native Hawaiian, and Alaska Native peoples in the United States. Yeah. Okay.
Yay, Indigenous communities. Yes. Fabulous. Thank you, Anna Marie. And I'm from Hawaii, so I know them. They're amazing.
Amazing. Great.
Incredible. Yes. Okay. And just before we introduce our players and get you to know the two that are going to be really battling it out tonight, Suzanne, do you want to tell us a little bit about what's coming up with Mirror Stage? You just celebrated 20 years, yes?
We did. We just had our 20th anniversary gala in November. And for those of you, yes, exactly. It was awesome. 20 years that we've been making theater. And so we had a gala, and it is recorded. I'm in the process of editing the closed captioning because they got a whole bunch of things wrong. But it will be available on our YouTube channel for $20 for our 20th anniversary. So it's not too late to help us celebrate or to celebrate with us. You can also make a donation on the website, mirrorstage.org/donate. $20 for 20 years would be fantastic. We would love it. And because we're very excited that we are gearing up to do our first fully staged production since 2012 in 2022. So we will be doing Chagrin Falls by Mia McCullough at 12th Avenue Arts in June, assuming that the pandemic allows that.
So exciting.
And as you mentioned before, John is amongst our cast, and we're very much looking forward to that. So we hope to be seeing people live and in person and joining together in the same room again and making theater magic.
Wouldn't that be wonderful? Yes, yes. And again, if you want to donate to Mirror Stage tonight, you can text Play It Smart to 206-888-MIRROR, MIRR. 6477. So we'll remind you of those numbers throughout. And now I think we're ready to meet our players. That's just a little, I have a sound effect thing in here. All right, let's meet our players. Player X, I've known this person for 20 years. She is an actor, director, producer, former bald-faced liar. What a great group they were. 1448er. And currently the producing director for the performance space 18th and Union, Peggy Gannon. Woo!
Hi, everybody.
Awesome, Peggy. Now, Peggy, you're playing for something close to my heart because we're neighbors. You are playing for the White Center Community Development Association. Can you tell us a little bit about them?
My current and hopefully forever neighborhood, the White Center CDA. Let me put my reading glasses on. There we go. That's better. The White Center CDA envisions a community of diverse, empowered, and connected residents coming together as stewards of the land, the people, and the natural assets of White Center. They work to eradicate poverty and build a vibrant, economically diverse community, and I am all about them.
Awesome. Fabulous. Now, for the game one, you're going to be player X. Sounds a little sexy. I don't know, a little mysterious, but you know, you're going to hold down the X's. Now we are going to meet player O, and she is Nabila Ahmed, who has appeared in Book It, Seattle Shakes, among others. Nabila. And Nabila was also an associate producer at On the Boards, one of my nearest and dearest faves. And Nabila, you are playing for Northwest Community Bail Fund.
Yes. Hi, everyone. So excited to be here. I'm also going to read directly off of Northwest Community Bail Fund's website because they explain their mission very well. The NCBF provides cash bail for marginalized people charged with crimes who are unable to afford bail and find themselves incarcerated while waiting routine court appearances in King, Snohomish, and Pierce counties in Washington state. This allows people to get out of jail during their trial period and defend themselves from a position of freedom. So let's bust some people out of jail for the holidays, legally, with money.
Nabila, yes, I see a superhero comic strip in your future here. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, now does somebody's neighbor need to get in? I hear a pounding on a door. Is someone trapped?
My upstairs neighbor, I guess, just started hanging some artwork.
Oh, great.
So. Sorry,
awesome.
everyone.
No, awesome. Okay, we are happy you're all here joining us. Is everybody ready to play?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if play from home, you know, if you know these answers, you know, you're not going to be able to tell us, but you can impress your friends and family that you're sitting with watching the YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and pin us on the squares so we can see. And for round one, we're going to start with Peggy. So Peggy, as player X, you get to go first. And which square would you like to start off with? And I'm going to take these off so I can read.
And I just realized I did the whole Zoom meeting thing. I was on mute and I was talking. I should have looked up. I should have looked up strategy, but I didn't. So I'm going to go for
It's tic-tac-toe, Peggy. It's tic-tac-toe. Don't overthink it. Come on.
I feel like I always lose this game. So Nabila, I feel like you have a good chance. I'm going to go lower left. I don't remember who that is.
Lower left is Marco.
Marco.
Okay, Marco's going to be your partner or not in this. So, Marco, this is the question. Now, you're going to answer first. Marco, Argosy Cruises holds an annual Christmas ship festival.
They do.
It features, yes, onboard choir performing carols and ships decorated with thousands of bright glowing lights, and they parade through dozens of waterfront neighborhoods around Lake Washington and the Puget Sound. And it's a big, long-time tradition in Seattle. What year do you think that this annual parade began? Now, this is going to be, you're going to have 4 choices, so you don't have to pick it out of the air. 1, 1937. 2, 1949. 3, 1961. Or 4, 1972.
It's got to be 3, doesn't it? I mean, everybody knows that. 1961.
1961.
Absolutely. I mean, it's on the banners. It's on the boards. 1960. It's on the boats. Let's be honest.
It's on the boats. The big 61 Christmas ship 61 is how they read.
Fine print, but yeah, it's not the main center stage piece. But if you know it, you know it.
If you know it, you know it. All right. Well, Peggy, what do you think? Do you think Marco knows it?
I was inclined for the 60s. Also, that seems like that seems like the right time for this sort of partying to be happening. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna agree with Marco.
1961 is your answer. All right. Well, it is 1949. Ooh, they started partying early in the 40s with these Christmas ships.
Seattle even exist in the 40s?
I believe it did.
I believe it did.
I believe it did, but you know what?
Market and ask them; they'll know.
Exactly. So that means that Nabila gets an O at Marco's Square.
You're welcome.
Okay, Nabila, it is now your turn. Nabila, what square would you like to try to go after here? Now you know you have one on the board, so there's some pattern could form.
Yeah. I don't really know strategy either. Center square?
Center square.
Shoot. Do I take that? No, I'm just gonna.
No, you could go diagonal.
No, I'm just gonna go for it. I realize I should have picked a different square, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna own this.
No, you're fine. Center square. Okay. John Luchens. All right. Now I see Christmas wrapping behind you.
Yeah.
So I would assume you're maybe not Jewish.
No.
Well,
I designated honorarily many
there
years
we
ago,
go.
but
Perfect.
no.
Well, we're gonna
honorary.
Perfect. Well, I think you might, as a non-practicing honorary, get a load of this. Because Hanukkah is set by the Hebrew calendar, there are no specific Gregorian date ranges for the holiday, meaning the dates change from year to year, which we all know, just, cultural knowledge. But do you know in 2021 what the 8 nights of Hanukkah are? And I'm going to also, there are going to be 4 choices, John.
Oh, good.
Yes, so you don't have to pull it out of your Hanukkah hat. We've got November 28th through December 6th, December 11th through December 18th, December 18th through December 26th, or December 22nd to December 30th. What are the Hanukkah holidays for 2021?
Yeah, I did not light a menorah this year, but I do teach at a high school, which has a lot of lovely diverse spirit activity. And I believe there was a menorah hung up in the commons at the school a little earlier this month. And so I'm going to go with was it November 28th?
To December 6th. That's the November answer.
That's what I'm going to go for. And maybe the high schoolers were totally wrong. Maybe they were celebrating early, but I'm going to go with November 28th.
All right. John is giving you, Nabila, November 28th to December 6th. What do you think?
Quick point of clarification.
Yes.
Is this Hanukkah next year or Hanukkah this year?
No, this is 2021 Hanukkah.
Oh, okay, great. Oh, shoot. I have, I don't know. For some reason, I feel weird admitting this, but I feel a lot of kinship with Jewish people, being a Muslim myself. The other 2 of the Abrahamic religions.
Yep.
And I remember paying some attention to Hanukkah this year. And I believe John is correct. I'm going to agree with him.
You're going for November 28th through December 6th.
Yes.
So the answer is number 1. And you are both correct.
Yay!
Yes. That's some teamwork.
Great job, John.
Fabulous. All right. Okay, Peggy. I mean, you got to do some stoppage here. What square would you like to pick?
I got scared, so I went off video.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm back. I believe that my clear choice is Marlette for the block.
I think that's right. I smell a good strategy here. Okay, Peggy is choosing Marlette for the block. Marlette, it's another Hanukkah question. Marlette, Hanukkah is Hebrew for what? Is it A, lights, B, determination, 3, dedication, or 4, family. So you have lights, determination, dedication, or family.
I think I know this one. Or maybe not. Can I say all of them?
No, unfortunately,
They
but
all sound fabulous. They all sound fabulous. But I'm going to go with determination.
you are going with determination.
Yes.
B, Hanukkah is Hebrew for determination. Okay, Peggy Gannon.
Would you read the choices again, please?
Of course I will. It's either lights, determination, dedication, or family.
I believe that the 2 D's threw me off, but I actually believe that it's dedication, so I will disagree.
You are disagreeing with Marlette, and you are going for Hanukkah is Hebrew for dedication. And Peggy, you are correct. It is. Hanukkah is Hebrew for dedication. Good on you. We've got an X on Marlette's square. That was a serious block. I was very close there.
Woo!
Good on you, Peggy. All right. Now, Nabila, it is your turn. Where would you like to go on the board?
Well, it's a good thing I went with center square because I have options.
That is, yeah, there we go.
I'm going to go with the bottom center square.
That would be Christine Deaver.
Good choice. Good choice.
All right, Christine.
Okay, Christine.
Let's do it.
Now, Christine, you are a Seattle local, correct?
Yep.
All right. Well, how long has the land now known as the city of Seattle been inhabited? And you get some choices here.
All right. All right.
It's either 2,500 years, 3,000 years,
Dear God.
3,500 years, or 4,000 years.
Inhabited by dinosaurs? Where are we going with this?
No,
mean,
by humans.
Okay. Wow.
Human people. The first native people to inhabit the city of Seattle, 2,500, 3,000, 3,500, or 4,000.
Funny you should mention this because I was watching that channel that's all the vintage shows because I certainly wasn't alive during when this was airing. But there was an episode from Here Come the Brides. And I remember there was an episode where they're in the little schoolhouse and they're learning history. And they were talking about the history of Seattle. And if I'm correct in my remembering, it was 4,000 years. 4.
Christine is selecting 4,000 years.
Mm-hmm. Based on Here Come the Brides, which is
the bluest skies I've ever seen are in Seattle. Yeah. They tried to throw them off so nobody would move here, and then, or people would move here. Oh yeah, and then they did.
Yeah.
Okay, Nabila, what do you think? Do you think Christine is right with 4,000, or would you like to make another selection?
So, yes, I was actually tracking this with like what I remember of like the ice ages, because during the ice age, the Bering Strait was exposed and able to be traversed. And
don't forget plate tectonics too. I mean, take that into consideration.
100% plate tectonics, indeed. You have to remember the plates.
Yes.
So considering that like Russia and Alaska were directly connected to one another at one time.
I can see my house from there.
Yeah.
That would indicate to me that human beings would probably have been able to start living here in this area from pretty far in the past. So I'm inclined to agree with Christine. 4,000 years will be my guess.
Nabila is going for 4,000 years. Well, you two ladies are on a roll because it's 4,000 years.
Woohoo! Yay!
Some Smarty
Shimmy,
Pants is in
shimmy,
here.
correct answer. Shimmy, everybody shimmy.
And I like that one of you got to this knowledge through a sitcom and the other through science.
Same thing, starts with an S.
Exactly. I think they're very related, and it just goes to show you can learn it anywhere.
That's right.
All right. Peggy, I believe there's sort of a forced choice again.
Well, I'm sort of screwed. Do I get 2 in a row? Is that no? I would love to ask for some help from my friend Anna Maria.
Okay, you are going for Anna Maria. That is a good, confident, bold move. Anna Maria, okay, Anna Maria, I've got some, a little more Seattle history here in store.
Okay.
What Seattle area variety store, known as the best place to get a cheap Christmas tree, had to close in 2003?
Oh.
Was it A, Chubby and Tubby, B, Frederick and Nelson? Somebody put Frederick and Nielsen here, but I'm going to go with Frederick and Nelson. C, Eagle Hardware, or D, Archie McPhee's?
Well, I still lived in California in 2003. I was in high school. So I'm young, but I'm not that young. But and I know Archie McPhee's still exists. And then what were the other two? Eagle
Hardware, Frederick and Nelson, or Chubby and Tubby?
Oh my God, they're all so Seattle sounding.
I got you, Anna Maria, because I happen to know this one.
Okay, because my thought was going to be the hardware store, simply because my local hardware store has gotten me through this pandemic quite a bit with like just the knickknacks and bobs that I always need around the house.
Okay, great. So you're going with Eagle Hardware. Eagle Hardware. Okay, now, Peggy, it seems like you feel like you have some idea here, and we both have been in Seattle for 20 years, so I kind of know you know.
I will disagree. The answer is Chubby and Tubby's. I myself bought a Christmas tree there years ago. And for those of you who missed the Chubby and Tubby years, they were glorious years.
Yes.
Like, I think, yeah, $3 Christmas trees. Amazing.
Yes, you are correct. It is Chubby and Tubby. The last location was on Rainier. And Chubby and Tubby, I tried to find a little history of why they were called Chubby and Tubby, but I couldn't find anything online.
Not just Christmas trees, all your various and sundry needs.
Yes.
That is an easy name for a store. I'm glad I was wrong in that one. I'm so glad Chubby and Tubby's existed.
Yeah. Fabulous. Okay, Anna Maria gets an X. Now, okay, Nabila, what square would you like to try to go for?
Let's try to complete that row that I got going there.
We got Suzanne M. Cohen. All right, Suzanne, you ready? Obviously, you have your thinking cap on, your Santa cap. All right, this is going to be a true or false. Okay? So, the Winter Train and Village in the Armory is a treasured mainstay of Seattle Center Winterfest, which is open through December 31st, by the way. This is an enchanting turn-of-the-century village, and it's a train, and it's a replica of the Seattle area. Now, true or false? Originally, the train was displayed at the Northgate Shopping Center every winter until the end of the 1962 Seattle World's Fair.
You know, I am going to say that is false because it was actually at University Village until the World's Fair in 1962. So, because it was close to the university, and it was actually at University Village. So false.
You're going with false, University Village. All right, Nabila.
Sorry, University Village, the shopping center is what you're alleging, Suzanne?
That is my contention, yes, because there was more open air space.
Mm.
Was it even around that long?
It's been revamped several times over the years.
Has it? Interesting. I'm not from Seattle. I'll state that disadvantage openly. I don't care who knows. I'm still a winner.
Tell the world.
You know, I truly have no idea. I'm gonna flip the mental coin, and I don't know. My gut's saying to disagree.
Your gut's saying to disagree.
Gut's saying to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you would say it's true.
Yes, I would say it's true.
Well, you're going to have to thank your gut because it's true.
Yes!
There we go. Oh my gosh. Nabila, congratulations. You've just won $100 for your charity.
Yes. A hondo.
Now, the secret square was not selected in this game. But in the next game, we may get to the secret square. We are going to take a little break before game 2. It's going to be a little 5-minute break. Before we go, just remember, you can put play it smart, tap it out, play it smart, 3 words, to 206-888-4677. Please give to Mirror Stage this evening if you're enjoying. If you're playing at home and you're winning, put those pretend winnings toward Mirror Stage tonight. And we are going to take a 5-minute break. There'll be a little countdown on the YouTube. And at the end of 5 minutes, we'll come back with game number 2.
My sock is falling off.
Okay. It takes a little longer than 5 minutes to pee, get cookies, and wine.
Well, and I will take a moment as you take a bite of your cookie to say that because the secret square in game 1 was not selected, the secret square in game 2 will be worth 50. I mean, 100.
You get 100. Oh.
Yeah, we'll roll over that 100.
Love
That 50. Oh my
it.
God, I can't even talk. Okay, I'm going to mute myself now because I'm obviously a mess.
Okay. Okay. Those sugar cookie things, you know, the powdered sugar ones. Ooh, that was good. Okay. Now, we are doing game 2. You guys did awesome. Give yourself a round of applause here. That was an amazing game 1. Now, we've switched up the squares because, as we know, if you watch this game, lots of the same squares get chosen for the tic-tac-toe design pattern making. So we've switched it up so that hopefully everyone can get a chance to play. And for game 2, we've got Nabila is going to choose first. And Nabila, you are going to be X now, and Peggy is going to be the O's. So, Nabila, you go first. Who would you like to talk to? Who would you like to partner up with answering a question?
Let's chat with Teague.
Teague.
Oh, yeah, let's do it. Let's team up.
All right, Teague, top right corner. Teague M. Parker. Okay, Teague. Now, running through December 26th is Axe, A Christmas Carol. It's a holiday classic. It's a Seattle classic. This year, it's directed by Julie Beckman, and Amy Thone and R. Hamilton Wright are alternating the roles of Scrooge and Marley. The question is, how many years has Act Theater been presenting A Christmas Carol? And there are 4 selections. You don't have to pull it out of a hat. It's either A, 26 years, B, 36 years, C, 46 years, and D, 56 years.
Ooh, I'm just gonna go in confident. It's A, 26 years. If it was 25, it was just gonna be like that. That's the best marketing scheme we can have. So we would have seen it all over. So it's got to be a number that's a little bit off. It is 26, hands down.
Teague is going for 26. And from a marketing perspective, I like it. Okay. Nabila, what do you think?
Sarah, will you repeat the options, the
Yes.
other options for me, please?
Of course. 26, 36, 46, or 56.
Well, Teague, I have to play devil's advocate, but I'm totally gonna play devil's advocate. If they were, I agree that like 25 is like a great year to like really market a thing, really be like, because it's the 25th one, it's a nice round number, quarter, whatever. But wouldn't we have seen the marketing push really strong last year, the last time they did the Christmas Carol, if that's the case?
I'm so glad you brought that up because I think that we all forgot everything the last 2 years. So we're just starting back at 26. We're making it easy. Let's say that we already did it. Back to 26.
Teague is arguing like COVID brain fog.
Yeah. Shoot. I don't want to take too long with this. Let's just say agree. Teague, I'm going to trust you.
I appreciate that.
And your analysis.
Teague and Nabila are saying 26 years. Does anybody want to raise their hand if they know the answer? John?
I think it's 46.
It is 46 years that the act has been doing A Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
Crazy. 1976, they started. It was Gregory Falls' own adaptation of the classic.
Oh,
It's impossible that that
Mr.
was
Falls.
46 years ago. That's impossible.
It seems insane, right?
I
From a
just
marketing standpoint, that's wild.
I mean, Teague, I hope that all your answers have a marketing thing. That would just make me so happy.
You got to have something else when you're an improviser. You
You gotta have a gimmick if you want to get ahead. Okay, so on Teague's box, we're gonna have an O for Peggy. All right,
Peggy.
Peggy, where would you like to go in the square?
Oh my gosh. I should have looked up strategy on that 5-minute break. Ooh.
You can't get cookies, strategy, wine, and pee. No.
Yeah, no, it's too much. I'm going for center. Christine, help me out.
Christine Devers, center
You
square.
good taste, Peggy. Good taste.
All right, Christine. This is another Seattle focus question.
Okay.
And also along the lines of ACT, it's kind of a twofer here. The current home of ACT Theater, the current home that ACT Theater is in right now, what was that space originally called?
Oh, this isn't multiple choice?
There is no choice. You got to come up with the name.
No choice.
Yeah.
What was it called?
I believe a lot of locals used to go to rock shows there. I think Janis Joplin played. I shouldn't be giving hints. Shouldn't be giving hints.
I think the origins are from the first settlers in Ballard. And I think it was called Sven and Ole's Playhouse.
Yes, Sven and Ole's Playhouse.
Sven and Ole. I mean, those Norwegians, they know how to party.
Yes,
and
yes.
It's always a good time with the lutefisk or lefse.
Lutefisk, grain alcohol, and
Yes.
a name
And
like
I
Sven.
went to Ballard High School, and one of our cheers was lutefisk, lefse. We're from Ballard, yeah, sure, you betcha. I mean, so yeah, Sven and Ole's Playhouse.
Sven and Ole's Playhouse.
I remember it from the history books.
Somebody is saying it might be Sven, Chubby, and Ole Tubby.
Oh, there you go.
I think that was a John in the chat.
You combine the two. Yeah, that's perfect.
I think that's where it came from. Yeah,
Yeah.
good. We're making Seattle history tonight, you
I
guys.
know, I'm telling you.
Okay. Peggy Gannon, what say you?
Point of order. If I disagree, do I just need to disagree, or do I need to get the right answer?
No, you need to make a face at Christine, and then you just give an answer, and if it's right, you win. It doesn't care what Christine says.
What?
I mean it matters.
No, but I mean, right, to disagree. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. The answer is it doesn't matter.
I disagree with Christine.
This is bullshit.
Getting hot
Can
in
you
here.
speak the table?
I just did.
And I feel, okay, so here's my thinking. I'm doubting my answer. I feel like I knew this answer until Eagles Hardware was brought up as an answer, like the fake answer for Chubby and Tubby. Because I think it's Eagles Hall.
No.
But now I feel like I'm second, but I got to go with it. I disagree, and I think it was the Eagles Hall.
You are right, Peggy Gannon. It was the Eagles.
I feel like I remember it on the building, and I would not have
doubted
it one bit, except for the Eagles Hardware threw me off in this round.
It always does. Those hardware stores, you get in there, and the little nuts and the screws, and it's like your brain. It's so hard to get it together.
Yep.
It was Eagles Auditorium.
Eagles Auditorium.
To be specific,
Eagles Auditorium. And
But don't you think? I mean,
I have a question.
Suzanne, Eagles is. I shouldn't have given her that. Yes.
She got it correct because she disagreed with Sven and Ollie's Playhouse.
But she actually got the right answer too.
Yes.
But I'm just saying hall versus auditorium. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, she didn't have to. She didn't have to say what the correct answer was. She just needed to call Christine on her bullshit. So.
Oh my God! Oh my God, Christine, you should
Are
not
we
be
allowed
treated
to
like
curse?
this.
Can we
should not
curse?
be treated like this.
We can. This
already
is specifically, it's specified on YouTube as not for kids.
Yes.
So,
Oh, great. Okay, I didn't know
Good.
that.
Oh,
Okay, great. Never
God.
mind. Sorry.
Fantastic.
but you know, let's not go overboard, people.
Yeah.
Neither is.
It is a
Molly's
holiday
Playhouse.
show.
It's a family show, but a
A
dirty
holiday
family.
show, for Christ's sake.
Um,
Don't
okay,
know why
yeah.
the eagle? Who or what is the Eagles?
It was a fraternal order, I believe, and that was one of their buildings. Like they have a fraternal order in Ballard as well. So it was one of the old fraternal order places downtown.
So
It was-
Sven and Ollie
Yeah.
could have been regulars. Could have been regulars.
Ben
if
and
you-
Ollie definitely had a membership, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
So
It was the
Christine gets a
first-
circle.
Yeah, it was actually the first Airy for the Eagles. It was the first Eagles home, and then they have other places like across the country now, but that was the very first one.
Oh, really? In the country? How cool.
It's a big one. I mean, that space is big.
Love it. Okay, Nabila, we've got you up here.
Well, now it looks like I found myself in the same kerfuffle that Peggy found
Yes.
herself in the last
Yes.
round.
Yes.
It appears I have no choice but to block. But the great thing about that is that I get to talk to Annalie.
Annalie, yay! Okay, Annalie, you are holding down that bottom left square. And Annalie, this is another little Seattle theater history
Oh, okay.
kind of question.
Okay.
Okay. An unused swimming pool can be found under what Seattle theater? And you have some choices here.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not super evil. So is it underneath Langston Hughes? Is it underneath the Fifth Avenue? Is it underneath the Moore? Or is it underneath the Paramount? There is an unused swimming pool under one of these Seattle theaters.
Oh, goodness. Okay. And I don't even know where all of these theaters are. Shame on me. Oh, dear. Langston Hughes, where's that one?
Langston Hughes is a theater right there on Jackson.
Uh-huh.
It
Okay.
is in the heart of sort of the Central District.
Got it. And then you
Yep.
said the second choice was
The Fifth Avenue on Fifth. The old
interesting.
the old
Okay.
sort of Chinese style theater from the
Hmm.
20s.
I don't know if it's there.
The Moore is there on Second,
Great.
on the corner there, and then the Paramount, of course. I think you probably
Yes,
know.
I know the
Yeah,
Paramount.
okay, there you go.
Nabila. Wow. Okay. Dang, I don't know. And there's a pool that's just
There's
lonely.
an unused swimming pool. I did not know this, by the way, and I've been here for 25 years.
Is it?
I did not know this, so
Is
this
there
is
water
interesting.
in it?
I know it's unused. I mean, you know, it could be full of water, and some people could be swimming there. But as far as we know, it's not being used.
It's like so very It's a Wonderful Life. That
It
I'm
is.
just thinking about that. Okay, Nabila. I
Yeah.
wish I knew the answer. Okay, I for some reason I don't think it's the Fifth. That to me, right? Okay. Good.
Yeah, I don't
Maybe
I don't think
okay,
it's the Fifth or the Paramount because
I
they're
don't think
both
so
like
either.
downtown and they're heavy.
I concur. Yes. I'm leaning towards
Teague,
Langston.
Teague, what do you think about the marketing angle here?
We're doing great. All right.
Honestly, I think that every theater has failed by not going like, oh, we also have a pool. I don't know, buy a drink and get in the pool and then get in the audience, be wet, see
Yeah.
a show. Like you
Miss-
got a whole
Splash
Six
Zone.
Flag vibe you could do.
Yeah, missed
Yeah,
opportunity.
they're
I agree.
missing it.
Missed opportunity.
I
Okay.
want to say Langston Hughes because in like historical, like perhaps like what I'm making so much sense. You get me, right? Okay.
Yay.
Right? Like it was before it's a theater, it was like a multi-purpose space.
Totally.
It was actually a
towards the
synagogue back
A
in the day.
synagogue.
Originally it was a
Jews!
synagogue.
This is great. I love the teamwork. Thank you, fam. Yeah, I'm going with Langston Hughes. My final answer. Thank you, Sarah.
Okay, Annalie is going with Langston Hughes. There is an unused swimming pool. Nabila, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to agree. I voted there recently. It
Oh.
feels like more of a community center type of place. or at least that feels, And so basically for the same reason that Annalie, it feels plausible. Yeah.
Plausible.
Okay, great. We're going with Langston Hughes. Well, the answer is the Moor.
No.
What? The Moor is so heavy.
There is an underground
so big
swimming
and
pool
heavy.
at the Moor. I was just there to see Gina Martina. I had no idea. The Moor has an underground swimming pool. But Peggy does not get this because you cannot win with just a default here.
Great.
So this game is not over.
Sorry,
So
Nabila.
interesting.
You're welcome,
Now that-
Peggy.
But now obviously we all need to like bring our suits, go down to the Moor, and demand to be let into the pool.
Yes.
That's obviously downstairs.
I'm having such a hard time visualizing this.
Me too.
It's very
Hence why
strange.
I didn't pick it.
Very strange. There is a food court at the bottom of the fifth. I'm trying to think of what else is below, Okay, well, Peggy, it is your turn.
Wow.
Where are we going?
That Moor thing. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I got scared for a second. Well, I'm staying here with Annalie, of course.
Oh, wow, so fun. Okay.
Okay. Annalie.
Okay. I'm
The
ready.
Northwest African American Museum has been holding online events throughout December, including an interactive story time, virtual visits with Black Santa, and a Nia Kwanzaa celebration. Nia is the fifth principal of Kwanzaa, and on Thursday, December 30th, NAM is presenting Nia, a Kwanzaa celebration of spoken word and song.
We love it.
And this virtual program will feature a variety of Black spoken word artists presenting poetry, musical performances by the African American Cultural Ensemble, African dance and stepping, an elder giving ancestral libations. And I looked this up. This is not alcohol from your great uncle. This is a ritual libation. And a young person being featured as a focus and a standout. Now, this is all to say we would love people to go to the virtual event on December 30th. What does Nia translate to in English?
Oh.
And there are choices.
Oh, thank you.
Annalie. So, okay. We've
So
got
stressed.
So is it faith, unity, creativity, or purpose? What does Nia translate to in English for one of the principles of Kwanzaa?
Great. How many principles are there? Do I get to know?
I believe there are 4 or 5. Does somebody
Amazing.
who knows more than me want to?
Great. If you want, you don't have to. So you said faith.
It's either faith, unity, creativity, or purpose.
Nia. These are all great words and pillars. And I'm in the spirit of unity today, fam.
Kiki said there are 7 principles total.
Thank you, 7 principles. Appreciate that. I'm picking unity. That's what I have, Peggy. Is that who I'm playing with? Yes.
Yeah. Okay, Peggy. Annalie has chosen unity. What do you think?
I will stand united with Annalie and agree with unity, and whatever the answer is, I will be delighted to learn that and look up all the 7 principles later.
Yes, I agreed. Learning moment.
Yes. Well, the answer is purpose. Purpose. So we have an X block. Nabila blocks Peggy's little route there going crisscrossy.
Thanks, fam. Sorry I don't know answers, but it's fine.
Nice job, Annalie. Nice job. That was awesome. I was with you all the way.
I like your style, Annalie.
Thank you. Appreciate
now, Nabila, where would you like to go? And Kiki says unity is unoja, and it's the first principle. Good work, y'all.
I just realized that we're all on our computers and we could Google.
We're just trusting that no one's cheating, but yes, you're right.
I'm not gonna do it, but I'm like, oh, it feels.
I had a fleeting moment of that in general. I was just like, what? And then I was like, no, it's a game show. I wouldn't have that if I was on the stage.
I try not to shop during my online meditation class, and I think we'll just try not to cheat on this here Zoom.
Noted. Okay, great.
Okay, Nabila, you're on the board with an X, so there's some choices you got to make here. Yeah.
Nerve-wracking. Let's chat with Marlette. Hey, Marlette.
Okay, Marlette. That was not a herd of elephants killing someone. That was Marlette is the secret square. That is the most terrifying sound effect of 2021. And we're right at the end of the year. Amazing. Marlette, your face was amazing. It was just like, Okay, Marlette, this is worth $50. If you just get this one right, Nabila, it's $50 extra for your charity, Native Arts and Culture. So, okay, let's see here. Ooh, this is a good one. All right.
It's $100 this time because we rolled over.
Oh, that's
from
right.
The
Thank you, Suzanne. That's right. So it's $100 this time because we didn't reveal the secret square, which was Anna Lee on game one. Yeah, I know. Okay, Nabila, or no, we're going to ask Marlette first. Marlette, in what year, and you're going to have some choices here, in what year were racial restrictive covenants like redlining, which prohibited Black people from buying, renting, or living on certain properties, deemed illegal? So what year did this happen? Was it 1948, 1958, 1968, or 1978?
I say it's in the future. Let's see. Gosh, there's so much history I'd like to add to this question, but I won't. So I'm gonna go with, you said 78, right?
Yep, 48, 58, 68, or 78?
78.
Marletta's going with 1978. All right. Marlette, 1978. Nabila, what say you?
You know, everything in Seattle, or I guess anywhere with respect to like social justice, seems to happen like embarrassingly late, like later than like what we take for granted.
Now, to clarify, this is federal, not Seattle.
Oh, federal. Okay.
This is what year from like everywhere.
Oh, interesting. I guess that doesn't change my. That's a good clarification, but I guess it doesn't change my answer super much. I'm going to agree with Marlette. 78.
We're going with 1978. It is 1968, the Fair Housing Act.
Oh wow!
But to your point,
exceeding our expectations.
To your point, they passed a law in 68, and when it actually, people actually started to follow the law was years after. So,
yeah.
Yes, to your point, yes.
So in a way, we were right, Marlette.
Yes, we are.
Exactly. In all the ways you were right. But unfortunately, Peggy gets a circle there at Marlette.
Game changer.
And it's your turn.
Yes, it is. Marco, how do you feel about helping me out?
I gotta make up for last time. Let's do it.
All right. Okay, and this is another true or false. All right, we've got a lot of these like finish up the game with a true or false. A lot of these 50% kind of deals. Okay. Originally titled Holiday Helpers Program, the Lake City Holiday Project is a partnership between human service providers, donors, and the Northeast Seattle community. This project has provided gifts of toys, clothing, and other goods to thousands of children between the ages of infancy to 18 for low-income families in North Seattle. Now, true or false? The Lake City Holiday Project was originated by employees of Seattle's neighborhood office in Lake City beginning in 1986. Is that true or false, Marco?
Gosh. Okay. Okay. So here's what's up. I know very little about this, but I will say, if it would be anybody to step up to the plate and start this, it would be people from the community. So I do think that's right. As far as the year goes, no clue, but it's very specific. It's eerily specific.
86 was very specific as someone who lived through it.
That I feel like that was a hit. I feel like now you're cheating.
I am. I'm just shut me up.
True. I'm going with true.
Marco's going with true.
Follow my gut. I'm going to follow my instincts. True.
All right. Lake City Holiday Project was originated by employees of Seattle's neighborhood office in Lake City beginning in 86.
I'm
Peggy
sweating.
Gannon, your partner is sweating. You have a decision to make. He has said true.
I'm going to agree for no reason other than I want to agree with Marco.
Thanks, Peggy.
Agreeing with Marco. All right. You are both correct. It is true.
Come on. Yes. Woo.
Oh my gosh. We kind of have a tied evening tonight.
Better take that off.
We have the crown. We have a tied evening. We have $100 in Nabila's bank account, and we have $100 in Peggy's account. This is going to be, I believe game 3 is going to be for the win here. So we're going to scramble the squares again. And Hazel, everybody give it up for Hazel, who's doing so much work behind the scenes, putting it all together tonight. Great job, Hazel. Okay. So let's see.
We could either take another
Do we wanna
5-minute
take a
break
break?
with the sleigh bells, or we could chat amongst ourselves as Hazel is switching the board around. So it's
Let's chat amongst ourselves.
okay.
And if somebody needs to take a break or, take care of yourself.
Is it
We're
time
not-
to show YouTube our pets?
We're not live.
Yes, we're still live. And so, yes, if you have your pets, because yes, Luna made an appearance a little earlier.
Oh,
John, introduce your doggy,
This
please.
is Bella. This is Bella. She's about 12 years old, and she's a sweet little dachshund mix.
Oh, double.
Really hates being held like this.
We love you.
Oh,
love
Bella, you're
it.
so cute.
Come here, say hi to Emily.
Hi, Bella. Hi,
Those
Bella.
ears.
I know you don't like it. My dog doesn't like it either, hence why he's not here at all.
I love getting close to the camera and then sort of turning like
Right?
that was a
That
good.
was just the
Oh, Peggy.
Peggy.
This is cat number 2. The one you saw earlier, Sebastian, and this one is Turtle.
My God, the way Turtle is looking at the camera right now is unreal.
She's our princess. She's old fat lady. She's our favorite.
Oh man, oh, the glamour.
Let Sebastian hear you say that.
He's dumb. He won't understand. He's simple. Mark always says he's simple like a monk. Not dumb, simple like a monk. But she's my precious.
Look
And
at
she's just
that.
like, all right.
I feel like all of our pets are a little like, all right, what's going on right now?
Or they're like, just stop doing that and hang out with me.
Put me down. Manny, I need you to be selected here. We need to get some Manny on the board.
It's all right. I'm entertained by all of the banter and the answers.
We think that there's a second Seattle theater with a pool underneath, don't we?
Do we?
mean, what?
Is there another one?
True. Where?
Well, I know there's a pool. I was thinking of the pool at Hutchinson Hall was the first thing that I thought of. And
Which
then
is
there's
UW?
Yeah, and then because there's a pool in the basement there.
Interesting.
Wow.
Secret basement pools.
Yeah, you could have so many things.
I'm
so many
wondering, like,
options.
would
That
these?
sounds, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
a basement pool sounds so creepy. Like,
Yeah, it does.
that sounds like it's gonna take place on a murder podcast. Like it really does.
Yeah.
And
No,
then they
okay.
went, don't let them take you to the second location or
Yeah,
the
no.
basement pool.
No.
I just
I'm
want
trying
to
to put on my fringe production of Metamorphosis, trying to get my 5 friends to do it. Like, just let me in your pool basement.
somehow let me in your pool basement sounds creepier than just
Sounds
having
like
a
your
pool
5
basement.
friends are like mannequins. Like it's
The game
Oh,
board
they
is
are.
wait,
That's what makes it
mannequins,
hard.
basement pools. Can we add clowns to this play? This is
Yeah.
getting very
That's so
good.
great.
I do want to take a second to throw proper credit to Manny for Sven Chubby and Ollie Tubby.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was really
okay.
good.
I'm sorry because I can't see the chat. Thank you, John. I could just
I
see.
just
I
want to
just
give
saw
full credit to
John.
Manny for that brilliance.
Thank you. That was me only seeing the little things and not the actual chat.
good.
Thank you.
Hazel has let me know that the game board is now reset, so we can
All right,
continue
are we
on
ready,
with
everybody?
game
Let's
3.
do it.
Okay,
Go,
game
John.
3.
Let's boogie.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna pin it so I can see. Oh no, pin. All right. Okay, and for game 3, let's have Peggy start again. Or do you guys want a John Can pose? We say in Hawaii.
Are we rock, paper, scissoring? Or
I was just about to say you should take it, but I guess that's fair, right?
Yeah, like rock, paper, scissors. How does that work on Zoom? Let's find out.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. I want to see this. Wait. One. Okay,
We're trying
no.
to coordinate.
I'll count you in. I'll count you in. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. That
it's
was
paper. So
Yep.
so
Nabila. And I think we only need to do that once. So Nabila goes first.
Please.
That was
It was really
amazing.
hard. Why
That
was it so?
is my new favorite Zoom thing now. It's like, okay. All right, Nabila, you are going first. Everyone is in their new squares. And where would you like to start?
Manny.
Manny. All right. All right, Manny.
Yes.
Okay. In downtown Seattle, for more
would
than
go.
6 decades,
Hmm.
there has been an iconic 160-foot tall star
Oh.
suspended from the Macy's department store, which you know. And
And
it's
they,
been
yep.
it's been a central feature for Seattle's annual winter holiday decorations for over 60 years. Now the question is, how many light bulbs make up this display? And you're going to get Teague is guessing 2. Just 2. You're going to have some choices here. It's either 2,890, 3,520, 3,860, or 4,040.
So in the 2000s, the 3000s, or the 4000s.
And there's sort of 2 3,000 choices, either 35 and change or 38 and change.
I remember there is some sort of symbolism to the number that is not a random thing. that when the Bon Marché was the original store that used to
Yep.
be the landmark department store over there on 3rd and 4th.
Yes,
And,
local boy.
And they had selected the number of bulbs because it was representative of the longitude and latitude numbers that make up Seattle. So if I remember correctly, what are we again? 42 degree. It's that 3,000. It's the 3,000 number.
We have 3520 or 3860.
There it is, 3520. That one.
That one.
I say with certainty.
All right. Okay, Nabila, do you agree with Manny? Is it 3520 light bulbs at the Macy's decorative star?
You sound so credible. And it makes me wonder if you're lying to me.
Suspiciously credible.
I'm like, he sounds so convincing and grounded right now. I like. I honestly,
But I am
I
wearing
would-
Christmas lights.
which adds to the credibility. That
Context.
only makes me take you that much more seriously.
With the lights and the elf hat, how can you doubt him?
We can't. I mean, like, yeah, 35, 20, it's the median, right? Of all of those, all of those answers.
I was told there'd be no math, but
yeah, no, I mean, it's kind of the middle of the range. What Manny's saying makes sense, I think. I'm going to agree with him. That's probably around what I would have guessed too, if I disagreed. So,
all right.
Which I don't know if I do.
Nabila. Strong.
So I agree with him.
Strong. Okay. You're saying 3520, agreeing with Manny, the bottom left square. And it is 3860, the other 3,000 number.
Manny!
Sorry, Nabila.
Manny, are you serious?
I can't get mad at you.
Are you serious with the longitude latitude? Because I love that
absolutely
answer. Oh my God, you're good.
Theater skills are life skills. I mean, come on.
That deserves a slow clap. That was
seriously
amazing.
Created a context. I believed it. I made you believe
I
it.
believed
too.
it.
I believed it. I know. John is impressed at the bluff. Okay.
Also believed it.
We're all on board with you, Manny. But unfortunately, that wasn't the board to be on. And we have, we've switched back. Peggy gets an X on Manny's square for this round.
You're welcome.
All
Merry
right.
Christmas.
Okay, Peggy, where would you like to go? It is your turn to be on the board here.
I would like to pay a visit to Marlette on the center.
Marlette is the center square.
Hello again, Marlette.
Marlette. Now, Marlette, Wild Lanterns is an annual fundraiser for the Woodland Park Zoo. And here you'll see more than 300 lanterns in the shapes of creatures from the Northwest. The jungle, the sea, the savannah. What organization is the sponsor for Wild Lanterns? Now, you're going to have 4 choices. Okay. Either BECU, Seattle Credit Union, Starbucks, or T-Mobile. Who sponsors the Wild Lanterns holiday event at the Woodland Park Zoo?
So I have attended this event. It is amazing, by the way. It's amazing. If you have not been, I suggest you go and give. So I am going to say BECU.
Marlette seems very, very, very sure. BECU.
Yes, 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 they do. And I cannot deny that that firmness and excitement about it. And yes, attend and go. That seems so fun. All the photos I've seen, oh my gosh, it looks so fun. It's too bad Teague can't weigh in from a marketing perspective on this.
No, he can. Oh, he can.
No, I absolutely agree with Marlette. If I had to guess blind, I would have guessed BECU. So I agree.
All right, you're both going with the Boeing Employees Credit Union, BECU. You are correct. BECU is the sponsor of Wild Lanterns at Woodland Park Zoo.
Whoop, whoop.
All right.
Thank you, Marlette.
X marks the spot in the center. Nabila, you are up. Where would you like to go, Nabila?
Sorry, I got distracted because I had literally no idea the B in BECU stood for Boeing. I come to think of it, I had no idea what that acronym actually stood for. So I'm learning new things today.
There we go. There we go.
The other new thing I learned is that Manny's a liar. Or an actor.
Well, that question was not fair. Okay.
that was very, very
you can't
hard.
Even count them. I mean, like
that was kind of
no,
ridiculous.
You really can't. You really can't.
No, that was ridiculous.
Suzanne, let's chat.
Suzanne M. Cohen, top right square.
I'll do my best.
All right, Suzanne. Which Elvis Presley movie was filmed in Seattle? Was it A, Viva Las Vegas, B, Fun in Acapulco, C, Paradise Hawaiian Style, or D, It Happened at the World's Fair? I don't write the questions, people. I just read them.
Well, see, now, Sarah, was the Paradise Hawaiian Style, was that maybe filmed near your hometown?
Can I answer this?
Yeah.
It was filmed in Honolulu, not in Kauai, but
okay.
But South Pacific was filmed.
Oh,
where I grew up. Yeah.
Helpful trivia. Because I don't think Elvis was in South Pacific. So, okay. I am going to go with It Happened at the World's Fair.
It happened at the World's Fair. Nabila. I know you're not from Seattle, but sometimes life is kind.
Oh, okay. So it's not a trick.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Oh, so it is a trick.
Oh no, we're double boggling your mind.
Oh no, I wasn't anticipating turning into soup tonight. I'm gonna go with, it feels too obvious, so I'm second guessing it, but I'm not gonna second guess it. I'm just gonna go for it. It happened at the World's Fair.
It happened at the World's Fair. Yes, of course. It happened at the World's Fair. I don't know how that question snuck in here, but it did. And you get a circle on Suzanne.
On the board.
Okay, Peggy, you're up next. Where are we going?
Hey, Teague, what's up?
Hello.
I'd love your help.
I would love to help. I am here to help.
All right, Teague, let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What was the theme for the 1962 World's Fair? And there are no choices.
Oh,
fantastic.
Oh, thank heavens. My gosh.
So, you know, no marketing people were hurt in the making of this question.
No, they weren't. The World's Fair marketing song. Let's oh boy.
What was the theme? I mean,
can you sing it for us, Teague?
Oh,
Yes,
you know, the World's Fair theme. You know, it went something like, Come on down, we're having a time. There's a bunch of countries and it will rhyme. We're gonna enjoy ourselves. We're gonna have a good time. Come on down to the World Fair theme. And then they'd end it right there.
Yes.
Stop it.
So good.
If there is an answer, I would say it was that. But as far as I know, Peggy, I'm not gonna lie to you. I cannot help you. So let's have fun. Let's say that the theme was like I don't know, it's probably like one of my favorite songs. It's probably Cake's The Distance, because they really wanted to show just how far everybody was coming to the World's Fair. So
because this,
Sarah,
I'm going the distance.
Yeah.
I'm going for speed.
We're
Is that what we're
going
talking
for
about?
speed.
Okay.
Monster trucks, monotone singing. My final answer is The Distance. Peggy, if you disagree, I don't know how we'll talk, but you know.
We have to avoid each other.
Yeah.
So I disagree, but I don't know the answer. I loved your song.
Thank you.
I would pay you to clean that song up.
I appreciate that.
For sure.
Like
And
add
mission
backing
for all
vocals,
the
like
World's
clean it up.
Fair.
Okay, yeah.
So I disagree. I don't know the answer, but I know it had to have been something future based, like the future of tomorrow today or something like that, because of the Space Needle.
Right.
So something future based, that's probably as close as I can get.
Yes, this was a hard one. It's 21st century, so
21st century is yesterday.
That was my second answer. Dang.
yes. In the future, rails will be mono, says Nabila.
In the future, there'll be construction. What are you talking about?
In the future, there will be cranes. Cranes in the sky was probably the. Okay, well, so we have Nabila gets a circle. Let's see here. I'm going to repin here so I can see. Nabila gets a circle there. This is getting to be an interesting board. Whoa!
I was probably leading you astray earlier, so take the circle.
All right, Nabila, it is you.
Okie dokie. I could go one or two directions. Let's chat with John.
John, all right.
Okay.
Yes. Make a lantern out of that. Yes. Okay. John, now, Nabila, no pressure, but this is worth, what is it worth now? $150 because no one won the last time?
Oh, shoot. I mean,
Suzanne?
shit.
What do you say? Or just 100? I don't want to, give away the store.
150, 150, 150.
Yeah, 150. I mean, but I thought the last one, okay.
They didn't get it right, so they didn't win it.
Oh, you're right. Okay, then yeah, 150.
Okay.
On the line.
150. Okay. Everybody just calm down. Calm down. Okay. All right.
Oh, crap.
What fringe theater was home to Billions star Paul Giamatti in the 1990s before he found success in Hollywood? Was it A, Copious Love, B, Annex Theater, C, Forward Flux, or D, Ghostlight Productions?
Well, I will say that as I put my dog down, that none of those four were my first thought. So I'm apparently, skating on wrong ice already. I'm so sorry, Nabila. Can you read those choices again for me?
Sure.
Sarah?
Copious Love,
Yeah.
Annex Theater,
Yeah.
Forward Flux,
Yeah.
and Ghostlight Productions.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. All great companies. You know what? I'm gonna go. It's a little bit of a stab in the dark, but I know they've been around quite a while, and doing really great stuff. I'm going to go with Annex Theater.
John's going with Annex Theater.
And I hope if I'm wrong that you correct me and get $150.
All right, Nabila, it's on you here.
So first off, hella shout out to Copious Love and Ghostlight. I'm really glad you exist, like seriously. And major love to Forward Flux. The 2 shows that I did there were among my favorites, and I really wish they were still around. But Seattle can be really mean to small theaters sometimes. So all the love to Forward Flux. And the correct answer is Annex Theater. I know this 100%. Annex was also, what's that? Oh yeah, no, I mean, like, your intuition was spot on. It was mentioned in the lovely Seattle Times article that came out last year about that beautiful love letter about Annex. And I found out about it like shortly before I did my first show there, like 5 years ago. So amazing place. Annex Theater.
Annex Theater, Paul Giamatti, you are correct. $150 toward your charity, Nabila. All right, Nabila and John, that's a good team. And we have a circle. Okay. Peggy, you are up.
Okay. What do I have to do here? I have to block. I've got no other choices. But you know what? I'd probably choose Marco anyway.
Yeah, okay, Marco. And somebody gave a beautiful shout out to Andrea Allen, who was one of my nearest and dearest friends, who's no longer with us, who is a wonderful associate artistic director of Annex, and one of the early members. So yay. Thank you,
Legendary cast parties at Annex in the 90s.
Yeah.
Legendary.
I did some naked shows there in my 20s. All right.
Who didn't?
Okay, Marco, you and Peggy are playing together. Let me see. Question. Ooh, the city of Seattle is how many square miles? Is it 74? Is it 84? Is it 94? Or is it 104 square miles? The city of Seattle.
It was 74, 84, 94, and 104. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. Now, what are we like? How far north are we going? How far south, east, west? Like
the city of Seattle is how many square miles? That's all I got.
I happen to live a half a block from the southern end of the city of Seattle. I am a Seattle resident by a half a block.
So yeah, Marco, I would say this would be city of Seattle would be up to the border of Shoreline in Seattle, up at Holler Lake, Bitter Lake. And then of course over to the lakes on kind of both sides, and then down south to where it becomes Skyway, and then southwest where it becomes, like Peggy said, unincorporated King County. I hate to be a real estate agent right now, but that's
like
probably
Beacon Hill, Georgetown. This is all within the limits.
Yes, right? Georgetown and South Park would be included in that. Yep.
Okay.
They're incorporated in the city. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the biggest number because there's so many neighborhoods, and that's what I'm gonna go for. But Peggy, I just saw Sarah make a face though.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. I just touched my face.
Oh no. Okay.
God, I'm terrible at this. 74, 84, 94, or 104. Now, I don't know about, like, can we define square miles, Suzanne? Like, I don't really know square miles. Like,
well, it's like 1 mile, one way.
One, and one. Anna Lee, that's what you're saying. 1, 1, and 1. That is a square mile. Okay.
1 and 1? Like it's a cube?
It's a square, right?
I don't know. It's a square.
It's 1 mile by 1 mile would be 1 square mile.
Square.
Oh,
okay.
I was right.
Okay, good.
I thought we agreed there'd be no math.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh God. Seattle's a series of tubes. Wait, oh help. Okay.
My answer is I'm going to change it from my original instinct. I'm going to go C, 94.
94.
There is no reasoning. Peggy, I'm just going with my gut. So trust yourself. I trust you. We make a great team. We can
Yep. All right, Peggy, it's up. It's all you.
So I think I actually do know the answer to this. And the reason is because as a kid, I grew up near DC, is actually where I lived in Virginia before I moved out to Seattle in 94. And I was fascinated by the fact that Washington, DC was a planned city of exactly 10 square miles. That fascinated me for some reason when I was a child. And so I have always sort of been interested in like, what's the square mileage of where I live, as if it matters or anything. So I haven't thought about this fact for a really long time.
You're a square mile person. You're a square mile person. That's strong.
I think it's 84, but I'm almost inclined to agree with 94. That sounds a little bit more appropriate because Seattle seems so huge when I'm driving it. But I'm just going to stick with my instinct. I'm going to disagree and I'm going to say 84 because somewhere in the back of my memory from 1994 when I moved here, I feel like I looked it up.
Peggy is saying that the city of Seattle is 84 square miles.
What would I have? I would probably ask Jeeves.
All right. Well, Peggy, you are a savant and you are correct. You are ridiculous. It is 84 square miles.
So what a weird, I mean, I know there's way more important things that were asked tonight that I should know. And yet that fact is somewhere there. That is bananas.
That is strong. And you, I believe, win this game.
What? Oh, I don't think so.
Right? Wait, no, you're an X. Sorry. Oh my gosh.
No, we're still in play.
Yep. Okay, we're still playing. Oh, good, because there's a lot of questions left. Okay, Nabila, I am so sorry to almost have made you lose this game inadvertently. Okay, we've got Peggy is the X, so she stopped your roll there. I'm looking at like what the board is and where you could go. What do you want to do?
So, yeah, I actually, at this point, I've won $250 for my charity. And I want to be able to spread the love a little bit. So instead of going for the block, I'm going to leave Christine Square clear for Peggy to take. If, provided she's able to win the point.
If she's smart enough, she could win. Yeah. Right.
If she cares enough.
If she cares, like if she's done her work, I mean, then maybe, yeah.
And instead, I'm gonna hang out with my friend Anna Maria.
Yes, Anna Maria. We have not heard from Anna Maria. I like your choice. Anna Maria, how you doing there with your beautiful Christmas tree?
Good. I'm just hanging out.
All right.
Everyone here. Just really delightful humans.
Okay, I've got a question here. LGBTQIA plus adults represent what percentage of Seattle's total adult population? Now on par with San Francisco, who has been known as the gay capital of the US. And there's choices. Is it 12.2%, 11.5%, 10.7%, or 21.9%? And I don't know where they get these numbers and what it seems an odd question.
It feels like really inaccurate too, because I feel like Seattle's like a really queer city, and that's one of the reasons I love Seattle. And I mean, there's a lot of things Seattle can do to be a safer, better place for queer people.
Amen.
LGBTQIA, especially our like trans women. But it does feel like a very queer city. So I'm gonna go with 21%.
21.9%. Anna Maria is going with 21.9%. All right, Nabila.
I mean,
what do you think?
And if we're not that's just an open invitation for LGBTQIA community to come do a takeover. Like
yes. Screw the Instagram takeover. City takeover.
Yeah. The second I heard this question, I'm like, does anyone really identify as straight anymore?
I mean, I was sort of like, isn't it 90%? But
is
I mean, I know.
yeah, I'm like, it's a continuum. Like everyone's kind of queer, whether, you know.
I think this question is problematic. But Suzanne, could we do another question if they don't get this one right? Can I have the power to do that? Because
Cool.
this seems a little odd.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Well, for the sake of like throwing a guess into the mix, I'm gonna agree with Anna. That's what I would. Anna, do you prefer Anna Maria all the time, or is Anna like okay? Like I find myself wanting, but I want to hear it from you.
I appreciate that. For people who don't know me or like we are not like super close, like Anna Maria is great because you wouldn't shorten Marianne, so why would you shorten it just because it's in Spanish and backwards? You can take the extra 3 seconds. But Nabila, we go way back, so you can call me Anna.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Yeah.
You're agreeing. Okay.
Yeah, I'm agreeing.
Well, you're going to get another question read because it's 10.7% somehow in the weirdness of this question.
Who did they give that survey to?
I'm not sure. I just think like,
did they just bypass Capitol Hill?
Yeah, I was like
they're like, we don't want to tunnel under there, so we're going to skip Capitol Hill.
Did they drop the survey in South Lake Union or drop the, not South Lake Union, in Lake Union is what I meant to say.
It's dropped in Lake Union. Okay, so we're going to give you another question because that question was a little, okay. All right. Although more than 3 million people live in the greater Seattle area, approximately how many live within the official city limits, according to the 2020 U.S. Census? And there are 4 choices here, Anna Maria. Okay. More than 500,000, more than 600,000. John says that they all live within those 84 square miles. Okay. More than 700,000 or more than 800,000. So is it?
I kind of know this one.
Okay.
My wonderful spouse is a bartender downtown, and like tourist season really impacts his life. And I know we are above 700,000 when it is cruise season. And I know that anyone who works downtown can definitely feel the difference between cruise season and like November in Seattle. And so we are above 600,000 throughout the rest of the year, but in the summer we are above 700.
So your answer is above 700.
In the summer.
In the summer.
It
okay.
fluctuates. When it's gorgeous weather here, everyone shows up.
I love it. Okay. So Nabila, are you going to agree with more than 700,000?
Well, the question did say in the census.
Yes.
So would tourist traffic count?
I would think let's do above 600,000.
Anna Maria is above 600,000.
Our last census was 2020, so like definitely tourists like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So how many people is that per square mile?
I was told there be no math.
I know I'm like moving over like the zero, and for some reason I can't do the calculation. I'm too busy
one,
being
but
entertaining.
It's in my head, and I've had too many cookies.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with Anna.
Okay, you're saying more than 600,000.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it is more than 700,000.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
People had babies in 2020, I guess.
So I was just saying in the chat, I know this for the same reason that I know that square mileage dumb question. I did at one point ask Jeeves this question because I wanted to compare Seattle to Vancouver. And I'm going to say it's, I don't know, like right around 725. And I'm kidding. I didn't ask Jeeves. I actually Googled it. 725 is what I'm going to guess.
Oh my God. Love it. 725. I'm not Googling it, so I believe you, Peggy.
No, we're Seattle's population is in the 800,000. 2.5 million people live in the central Puget Sound, and that's 1/3 of the state's population. 7 million people, over 7 million people live in the state of Washington.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
explains traffic.
Yeah. I will say I
Wow.
Googled that.
And the
years ago.
melting glaciers. Yes.
Oh, and the climate crisis.
Totally.
Oh my goodness.
Great.
Definitely missed my calling as a data analyst.
Gonna say, you need to start
yeah.
working for the census, Peggy. Okay, so Peggy
They
gets
won't stop
a.
calling me.
They just won't stop calling me. Peggy gets a X on Anna Maria's square. Wow, this is a complicated board. All right.
Oh my gosh.
Peggy, you are next.
I feel, hang on, I want to go to the board. So, oh yes, it is Christine. I would like to, I will take, I will try to prove that I care hard enough and I am good enough and I am worthy enough. And I will partner with Christine.
All right, let's do this, Peggy.
Okay. We have true or false.
Wow. Again.
I like that.
I like it. We have like a 33% chance in that case.
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin, Christine,
Yes.
once played a concert on a floating stage in Green Lake. Is that true or false?
Well, you know, there's the Green Lake itch. It's known that
Ooh.
if you fall in the lake or swim in the lake,
Who's poop?
it's so full of algae and poop and stuff that you itch. But that might have been, but Led Zeppelin, I feel like he could rise above the Green Lake itch. Led Zeppelin, Green Lake.
The Zeppelin itch.
You know, I'm just going to say yes, because I think his music is bombastic enough to just scare away the itch. Yes. Yes, he did. Yes,
All right.
Led Zeppelin did.
Christine is arguing for with some skin issues,
Yes.
and as it pertains to Led Zeppelin and our fair city.
And there's
So-
always cortisone creams, you know, that always helps. So
Or arnica, if we're going to do the
or
natural
Manuka
way.
honey, or you know,
Pour Manuka honey on it.
yeah.
Sure. Okay, Peggy, what do you say?
I want this to be true. So I agree.
Okay.
You're saying that Led Zeppelin once played a concert on a
Doesn't that
floating
seem like something
stage.
that would happen in the 70s
Yeah.
in Seattle? 100%. 100%. It sounds like that should have happened if it didn't.
Yeah.
All right.
If Nirvana could play a show at Annex, like this could happen.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. For the win of game number 3, did Led Zeppelin once play a concert on a floating stage in Green Lake? Robert Plant was in Green Lake. They did. Yes.
Shimmy, 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 go, go, pop.
Ah!
That's right.
Go to the land of the ice and snow. All right. Oh my goodness. Give yourselves a round of applause. You both won the money.
Woohoo!
Amazing.
Fabulous. Great job, everybody. That was super fun.
What fun.
Now we have Peggy. How much did you total here? 100?
I wasn't paying attention to math because we already cleared up that there's no math, but I won the first game and the third game, I believe.
So you got
Second and
200.
third.
Second and third. Great. So $200 will be going to the White Center Development Association. Congratulations, Peggy. And Nabila, $250 will be going to Native Arts and Culture.
Oh, Northwest Community Bail Fund.
Oh my gosh. Oh, wait. Sorry. I got everybody's thing confused. Thank you. Northwest Community Bail Fund. I know that's a drop in the bucket. If you don't give regularly to Northwest Community Bail Fund, you can, FYI. As well as Duwamish Real Rent. There are a lot of places that are great to give on a monthly basis that consistently need our help. So I want to thank everybody so much. Would anybody like to send us out with a little improvised song?
Teague.
Teague.
Oh, why doesn't one person volunteer to do it?
Oh my God.
Sure. Yeah, let's give a little chicka 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 chicka. Thank you for coming to the mirror stage. We got the squares on live right now. We had a great time filling the squares. Charity is the time right now. You did your best, keep doing it, that's all you can do. And we're so glad we got to have you. Mirror stage, ooh, mirror stage, ooh,
Mirror stage, ooh, mirror stage, ooh. Yay! Awesome. Thank you, Teague, for being put on the spot and stepping up.
Volunteering. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Suzanne. Thanks, Hazel. Thanks, Kiki, behind the scenes. Thanks to our players, Peggy and Nabila. All of our squares.
Yes.
Fabulous. Well, we hope to see you. Happy holidays, however you celebrate, or if you don't choose to celebrate. And we will see you hopefully next year, 2022, for some more squaring.
Squaring.
What they say, squaring is Karen.
Squaring is Karen. Oh, I believe Teague has approved that for the next year's marketing.
1 cubic mile of love.
No one's gonna get the jokes next year.
If you weren't here in 2021, we're just, we're rolling it.
Well, if does anybody have any other projects coming up that they would like to mention? I know, John, you said you were coming from rehearsal for something, but before we have Hazel play the exit music, if there's anybody would like to make a plug for anything that's happening before the end of the year, now's the time. Annalie?
I have really nothing before the end of the year. Well, it's a wonderful live stream from 1448 Theater Anonymous. That's streaming until Christmas. And also we've battled monsters before at Arts West. It's until the 26th. And there's a Christmas Town and Die Hard. It's at a public theater.
I was going to say Public Works at the Winter's Tale.
Great. Let's just list
only
everything.
available this weekend.
Yes. Only yes. By the 19th, if you don't, you have to go or stream it. That's all I can think of for the end of the year. Anything else, fam, for the end of the year?
How many possible projects are you doing at once, Amy?
No, I'm just helping the family that are in them. For me, I have stuff happening in 2022. I'm the understudy for Red Riding Hood at Saddle Children's Theater. Yes.
Woo!
And I just got the news, and I'm pretty sure it's fine if I share this. I'm going to be the AD and tech stand-in for Sarah Porkalov's Dragon Lady Mama happening at Cafe Nordo. Yeah, I'm so excited. We got to send Sarah Porkalov off right to Broadway. So this is her last thing before she spreads her dragon wings and flies. That's all here in A. Hamill land.
Annie, yes.
Well, this isn't a show, but this is something that will be really good for all of us. I encourage everybody out there in virtual land to go to inspirationleague.org and register as an advocate because we all know, oh my God, our arts and cultural organizations have suffered so much during the pandemic, and most of them have not reopened across the state. And the governor released a budget draft, and they included $20 million for a recovery fund on top of the money that we got last legislative session for relief and recovery. And it's not enough. So we need to ask for more. And how do we ask for more? Is you register for the Inspiration League, and we make it easy for you to send a letter to your legislator and for us to get more funds so that we can have equitable reopening across the state for all of our important cultural organizations. So
Manny, will you say that website again? Is it Inspiration League?
Yeah, inspirationleague.org. You just enter your information and we send you action alerts, and then you click buttons and letters go out to your lawmakers. It's super simple.
Love it.
Yes.
Thank you for that service, Manny.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Yeah, couple things. Actually, tomorrow evening at 7 p.m., I'm going to be doing a virtual workshop with Filament, a collab lab that's about teaching as artistic expression. So I'm going to teach people that, hey, teaching is an art form and you don't have to be a teacher to do teaching. You can actually do it in all parts of your life and learn how to connect it to your own artistry. So that's something that's happening tomorrow evening. And then kind of at the beginning of next year, January 16th, I teach what I call improv for wellness. So I help people reclaim their self-worth, reclaim their creativity, trust their impulses. And I will be hosting a virtual workshop called Improv for Wellness, the language of emotions. So we learn to not judge our emotions and learn to trust ourselves more and see, how does anger, depression, and anxiety, how can we look at it in a way that serves us? So that'll be happening on January 16th. For people that are interested, just look up Improv for Wellness, Language of Emotions on Facebook or on Brown Paper Tickets. Would love to have you.
Fantastic.
So
Well, Anna
cool.
Maria, I know you, with Wash Masks, you just had a drive. Do you have another drive that's going through the end of the year or beyond the end of the year?
I mean, our normal drop-off locations are still taking stuff. With the rise of numbers that are happening with COVID, it is time to, like, if you are someone who makes masks, we will take them because farm workers need them. And like any communities that we took masks to at the start of 2020, those masks got worn out. And and also if you are listening to this or watching this from home and you haven't replaced your mask, replace your mask like you replace your underwear. Okay. So, and so please replace those. And so we will be needing, there'll be a lot of calls out for the future for that. And then we are trying to get together an email list because we are hoping to start being able to do calls to action, because one of the biggest things that happened in our state this past summer is there is zero heat regulations. And even though I know we're all freezing right now, farm workers this summer were like passing out from heat stress, and we even had some deaths in the Pacific Northwest for the first time ever due to climate change. And there's nothing on the federal or state levels in protecting farm workers. So we're trying to organize phone calls around that in the spring, especially as temperatures start to get hot again. And we remember that. In general, remember farm workers this season. Anything you drink or eat is because of them. Farm workers are working in the cold in this winter storm we're having right now. I've known farm workers who picked in 2019 in that crazy storm. We're in Yakima with snow up to their waist, and we're picking hops, for our beer. So just anything you can do is really great. I really appreciate it. And if you're an artist and you're like, I don't know if I can get involved with that. Yes, you can, because I know we didn't talk about any of the art I do, but I work a lot in theater, and I work a lot as an educator and adapter and lots of hats. But being an artist doesn't mean you can't make an impact. In fact, I think you definitely can make an impact.
Well, and I know Marlette needs to dash out. Was there anything that you wanted to share, Marlette, before you need to head out? We're going to wrap it up any second, but I just wasn't sure if there was something that you wanted to shout out as well with the work that you're doing with music partners.
I have a lot of projects and involvement, so no one in particular, but I do want to say I've enjoyed this very much, and everyone on this stage is delightful.
Well, thank you. And on that note, then, thanks to Sarah for hosting.
Wait,
thanks
John wants to say one thing, John.
Oh, sorry, John. Yes.
I want to plug really quick Mirror Stage's own production of Chagrin Falls, which is coming up this summer. You know, that wasn't what I was in rehearsal for, God willing. 6 months of rehearsal, wouldn't that be a blessing? But Chagrin Falls is a terrific play with a lot of heart and humanity in it. If you didn't get a chance to be at the reading that we did a while back, look forward to that production and look for it when it comes.
Yes, we hope that everybody who's watching will come join us in June at 12th Avenue Arts for Chagrin Falls. And again, thanks everybody for playing and for telling us more about your favorite nonprofits and the great work that they are doing. And happy holidays. And now we'll have Hazel play us out with the exit music. Good night, everyone.